want to get a great pump and build some muscle, then stick around because I have some really good tips for you today. Let's do this. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Must Gain series. As you can see, I am back in my home gym and I am so happy to finally have some proper weights again. This is 22 kilograms. That was the most I had in that hotel gym. So right now I'm just going to warm up with the 22s and then I'm going to slowly go up as I get more warm and go towards my main sets. But anyway, super happy to be back, and man, I feel so good. What of a big difference it is between how I was feeling before I left on holiday and how I feel now. More refreshed, more focused, more hungry, just excited, man. Excited to be here, to train hard again, to build some muscle, and of course to inspire you guys to do the same. So I'm going to do a warm-up set, just trying to connect with the muscles. I'm probably not going to try to do 50s today because it will be my first proper session after the holiday. I gotta admit, in the last few days I just focused on exploring as much as I could because Mexico is such a nice country. People are amazing, food is amazing, all the views, the history, I absolutely loved it. I'm going to do a part 2 of my trip. I'm going to focus more on the history, 100%. I'm going to go back one day. So I'm not just going to try to max out. I'm going to try to do exactly the things I used to do before holiday and before I got ill. So slowly building it up, and you gotta be smart about it because it happened before when I was going on holiday. I was coming back, I was just not training at all. Maybe on holiday for various reasons. But when I came back, I tried to do the same amount of weight and actually ended up injuring myself, costing me, a couple of weeks or months of proper training because of that injury. So I'm going to try not to do that, and I advise you to do the same. Watch out after you have a break. Do it slowly, come back slowly, don't rush into it. So 30 will be my first working set. All right, 30 kilograms felt really good. Now it's time to go up to 36 kilograms. I will try to be as well very careful, not to let myself go, in a sense that not to let the form get sloppy, trying to do 12 reps just because it's a little bit heavier. So if I feel like it's a good weight, I'm getting something positive out of it, I'll keep going. Otherwise, I'm not going to be ashamed to stop and lower the weight. All right, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna stick with this weight for another set, and after that, depending on how I'm feeling, I will maybe try 40 kilograms. So there are two things I want to discuss. Number one, why I'm so dressed up. Well, because I like to be warm, to be honest, when I train. And in my gym, the aircon is blasting like crazy. It's personal preference. No, I don't like it. I like to be in a warm environment. But there's also a scientific reason for it. So it's a little bit cold. Your muscles, your joints, your ligaments, they tend to become a little bit more rigid. And for some people, for example, who have some nerve issues like compressed nerve or bulge disc or something like that, if there is cold air blowing on the area, or if it's cold in general, those nerves tend to get a little bit irritated, which will cause you to have tight muscles. Tight muscles will translate with the muscles not working properly, and then obviously you can pull a muscle, you can injure yourself, and this kind of stuff. And second thing which I wanted to discuss is why I recommend that after a break or after you come from holiday, or even as a beginner, you shouldn't use very heavy weight and focus more on mind-muscle connection, because I wanted you to think of it as a circle. In the beginning, if the circle is quite wide and there are a lot of muscles involved into that movement, that means the body is not really specialized yet for that movement. So that's why you have to give it some time for that circle to narrow down until your body uses only the right amount, just the muscles which you should be targeting. Once that's possible, then obviously the muscles want to work. In my case, the chest will be isolated better, and you will get better contraction and better gains. But if your muscle condition is not very good, imagine your work out your triceps more than your chest. So then what's going to end up happening? Your chest will suck, your triceps will always be engaged, and it's a wrong way of doing things. So there you go, that's my opinion. What do you think? Right, enough talking. Let's do some work. 40 kilograms, that will be my maximum weight for today. Oh, let's see. I hope I'm not getting you too bored, but to be honest with you, that's super valuable information for me, which I wish I had a couple of times in my lifting career, but here you are, guys. You're getting it for free just because you're following me, so obviously I really appreciate that. But as I said before, and I will say it again, I'm going to try to give you as much value as possible. So if you're wondering why am I doing a chest fly, and the bench press, well, think of it as a drop set. Obviously I'm going to do a fly because it's chest day. Flies are super important to isolate the muscles, and then I'm going to do a drop set, if I can put it like that, with the bench press, because bench press is not the staple anymore in my chest routine. So I explained in a different video the reason why. It's basically because of a shoulder injury, but I still want to practice it so my body doesn't, let's say, forget this exercise, and I'm quite good at it. But I feel like lately I've been getting a much better contraction out of my dumbbell work, so that's why I'm doing this as a primary tool, but obviously I'm going to use the bench press every now and then. Okay. Don't look at it because it's just 15 kilograms on each side. Actually, after doing this, it burns like crazy, which I like, and that's why I'm doing it. Hey, look at what Santa brought. Before I left on holiday, we didn't have this, and I came back, and look, we have an incline, proper incline bench. You don't see that often in the gym. So I'm actually really happy that we have this. Otherwise, obviously, we'd have to invent it in a way that we have to assemble it from other benches and squat racks or Smith machine. So having something like this definitely helps. Doing the incline has always been my focus, and I still like to do it with the dumbbells, but I quite like this bench because it feels like it's angled properly. So one thing I notice when people are doing the incline in general, but especially with the bar, the elbows are flared out too much. So you don't want your elbows to be here. You want your elbows to be here, because that way you're going to engage your upper chest better. If they are too high, too elevated, chances are you're going to engage your front delt more. And definitely, I can say, biomechanically speaking, your front delt doesn't enjoy that. As I haven't done barbell work on this exercise, I'm going to stick with 60 kilograms. I think it's a safe weight, and it allows me to contract my muscles properly, and I get the most out of it. All right, so 3 exercises. It's enough for my chest. I'm gonna move forward and do some shoulders. So I'm going to do the seated shoulder press, and I'm gonna superset that with one arm lateral raise. I'm just gonna position myself on the side of the bench. Try to stabilize my body. So by holding the back, I call it back seat, or the back support of the bench, I can stop myself from doing this and just put more emphasis on the lateral delt. All right, baby, last set, 30 kilograms. I think the hardest bit of this exercise is actually lifting these damn weights up. It feels so unnatural, if you know what I mean. One, two. In a way, that's the beauty of doing push-pull legs, because already my triceps is quite tired from the other movements I've done, so I don't need to do 2-3 exercises. To be honest, if I challenge myself with this exercise and I'm giving my best, it will be enough stimulus for the muscle to grow. So yeah, here we are. We're just going to do 4 sets of this. I'm going to do one drop set at the end, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Of course, with some stretches. That burned like hell. I'm sure I'm going to be feeling that. Alright, so that was my session, guys. I hope you enjoyed the advice. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Yes, man. Give me the dance. Someone's trying to distract me. But yeah, appreciate you for watching. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and if you already haven't, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.